Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Kickoff Discussion Podcast. Well. It was an amazing night for PSG, and it is a night to remember for them because they have been knocking for so many years. Look at what happened. I will discuss about this game from different perspectives because PSG are extremely happy that they won the Champions League because they have been spending heavily for so many years now without winning the Champions League. And that is the only thing that they want to win, and now they are the champions of Europe. Massive congratulations to them. From my perspective, I think PSG did well, you understand, but Inter Milan, they were a complete disaster, to be honest. I will still come back to that. So first and foremost, Kylian Mbappe, tonight he would grieve. Let's be honest with ourselves. He would grieve because leaving PSG, he left PSG for Real Madrid because he won Champions League. That was part of the reason why he went to Real Madrid, because he knew that winning the Champions League is guaranteed for him at Real Madrid. He left just under a season out of PSG. PSG are now the champions of Europe, which is an amazing thing for PSG. But from Mbappe's point of view, I think he will grieve. But that doesn't mean he will not win at Real Madrid. I'm not saying that, but he will just be thinking at himself like, I wish I played for PSG this season. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's really an amazing one for PSG. But from Mbappe's point of view, I think he will grieve tonight. Like, wow, he will regret, I would say, that he should have stayed back and play for PSG this season. And from Inter Milan's point of view, they were completely underwhelming, and there are some things that led to their downfall against Inter Milan. Number one, Inter Milan are known to be one of the best defensive side in Europe. One of the best defensive side in Europe. In the league phase, I think they conceded only one goal before getting to the knockout phase. Do you understand? They only considered 1-0, and their low block is extremely effective throughout that league phase, even before they met Barcelona, obviously, because before they met Barcelona, they were outstanding. Defensively, they were outstanding, and offensively, they were top notch. Do you understand? So getting to Barcelona, do you understand? After they scored one, Barcelona will always score back, but the game went the way it went. But against PSG, I think they also came with the same strategy, but it doesn't work for them. That early goal they conceded actually destabilized their game plan, because what they wanted to do is to get a goal as quick as possible and sit back. Do you understand? Then they hit PSG on counter, because PSG are a ball playing side. They have one of the best midfield in Europe this season, and that was obvious in how they play. They wanted to strike PSG on counter attack, but PSG, they were extremely effective both defensively, midfield and attack. They were extremely balanced, like they were a proper team. And if you remember, when during the league phase they finished 14th, PSG finished 14th. They went for playoff, and that was it. That was when things picked up for them, and ever since then they have been ravaging. They dumped Man City out, Aston Villa, Arsenal. Do you understand? So it was really an amazing journey to the final for PSG, because their league phase wasn't good enough in my own opinion, because they finished out of the top, which is not expected. They finished out of top, which is not expected of PSG. But during the knockout phase, during the playoff, things just picked up for them, and they were extremely good. Tonight, PSG, Inter Milan made a terrible mistake. They made a terrible mistake by exposing themselves, because I would say they exposed themselves, because looking at the first goal, I was completely embarrassed for how defensive minded and how solid Inter Milan were defensively that they could consider kind of goal. Hakimi was just left unmarked, completely unmarked, and he just did a tap in inside the 6-yard box, which is bad from Inter Milan's point of view. But from PSG's point of view, I think they did themselves proud, to be honest. They did themselves proud because they know what they had to do. Their front line are extremely effective, and I'll give one man. I'll just say Ousmane Dembele was the new role he's playing at PSG is really, really good for PSG. He connects the midfield with the attack with breathtaking passes. Breathtaking passes. And I don't know. Ousmane Dembele is just outstanding tonight. Outstanding. And again, there's Doue. My goodness, that guy, I do not know what else I could say about it. I've watched him so many times, but I've not seen him perform this good. Do you understand? Most especially in this kind of game. The guy is just 19. My goodness. Like, I was watching that game, I was blown away. I would say I was blown away because PSG dominated Inter Milan from the first minute to the last minute. They dominated the game. And Inter Milan, they only had a shot on target. One shot on target, which is really, really bad for their level. It's really, really bad. I don't know. In fact, I'm really, really disappointed because this is not the kind of Champions League final I expect to watch. It is not. Because their run into the final, I was saying, like, even if PSG are going to win this game, it's going to be a very, very tough and difficult one for them. But look at how easy it was for PSG. They lost. They considered 2 cheap goals, and they also wanted to get goals, and they were left exposed, completely exposed. And if you do that against PSG with the kind of front line they have, you will not survive it. You will absolutely not survive it. And I will commend every PSG player because they were all outstanding. They were on point tonight and they did everything right. They were balanced both defensively and offensively. Everything worked well. As soon as they lost the ball, everybody is coming behind the ball to mark. And their defenders, Marquinhos, outstanding performance tonight. Every one of them, they played brilliantly well tonight. And for me, I think I will give Donnarumma a special shout out because during the semi-final, he is the man that kept PSG in the contest. He is the one that kept them in the contest. And, his performance throughout the knockout phase was outstanding. Like, he was brilliant. But the only thing he had, just the shaky one, is just the first leg against Liverpool, where he considered just the only attempt at Inter Milan's and PSG's goal. So in my own opinion, I think PSG really, really surprised me with the way they beat Inter Milan hands down. They beat them hands down. They were completely humiliated. They humiliated Inter Milan, and this is not the kind of final that I expect to watch. I expect to watch a very, very tough final that we will all be sitting on the edge of our seat. But I was disappointed with the performance from Inter Milan. So these are just my own observation about the game. Drop me a in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If I just come back on this video for the very first time, please do it, like, and subscribe. And if you are already a please kindly smash like button and drop a thought in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode. And bye for now.